Look alive, sunshine. You know what it is. I am your host, Shadow. Welcome to Alone in the Dark. I know, I'm sorry. It's been a while. I've had some shit to deal with. I'm not gonna get into the details, but I'm here now. Before we actually start, let's see. Control tutorial, sure. Standard difficulty, blah blah blah. Player guidance, whatever. Controls, audio, yes, controls. Sensitivity, I think that'll work. Inverted camera, vertical, fuck that. Audio texts, that works. Subtitle size, that's good. Display, that's good. Miscellaneous. Whatever. Delete all saves, not an option right now. Okay. In any case, how are you guys doing? Like I said, I've been going through a lot. Spending most of my time working these days. Do have some videos with the guys. You know, the usual GTA stuff. Trying to get to the play other games. That's about it. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. And without any further delay, let's jump right into this. I saw this was going to be one of those games that were available in the PlayStation Plus for the free monthly games, and I wanted to try it out. Let's go ahead and turn the master volume down so I'm not shouting. Yeah, 6 is fine. I may have to step away here and there. I'm dog sitting right now, so yeah. Let's see. The standard experience with its intended difficulty. I'm back with as a stuttering mess. Take it easy and focus more on the story. The difficulty can be switched through the options. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do standard. Extra help provide to make the experience smoother and easier, including hints and helpful highlights. For those who want to figure out everything for themselves, no extra systems to guide the play. We'll do this, just so we can progress through the story a little bit more quicker. So yeah, we got a little bit of a subtle difficulty with some aid. It's a mountain chicken! Oh my god, you came out of no... I'm not gonna lie, the opening menu is really jazzy. I love it. I love it already. Now we'll bring lovely folks like you over here in the bayou.
What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course.
That dude's
But I'd be
voice.
lying if I said it didn't bother me.
Is that the guy that
runs
plays
in a
Harper in Stranger Things?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
There's no cure for crazy.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
You know, I heard Denial is great this time of year. Lovely river.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Choose a character. Oh, we get to choose a character? David Harbour. It is him! Cool! Play as Enemy Heartwood, Jodie Comer. I personally was not expecting this.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
I can dodge. Okay, so you click the L3 button.
It's too dark in here. I can't see anything.
Yeah, no shit.
I need the key.
Okay, if I was a key, where would I be? I made that rhyme.
Now what do we got here?
One moment. Flashlight, a clue. There we go. What is this? Can I interact with you? No? The hell was that sound? Where'd it go? That's a barrel. Unless there's a hole back here somewhere.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
I mean, who knows? We might. Hey, I see something. What is this? We'll probably need something to hoist it up or something. Some lovely flowers. Jeez, no. Jeez, we're only in the beginning part. What do we find? Housekeeping key. Can I see what's behind here? What? Can I go back out here?
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
Oh. It was worth a shot. What's up here? Ooh, I got bullets. I got bullets and I got bullshit. I didn't like that thumping sound. I really didn't like that thumping sound. That's usually not a good sign when you hear thumping sounds like that.
Don't mind if I do.
Yes. Wait, that's how you refill your life bar in this kid drink. Winning, winning. Yay for alcoholism in this game. Clue, Family Bible.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around. That the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, a quarter. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madame. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
That's new. Never had a game do that before. It's an interesting feature. One bullet. One thing gaming logic will never understand is the fact that you have a whole box with one bullet. Hold L1 to take a closer look at your environment. This may reveal nearby interaction points. Well, that's pretty neat. Options, gameplay, controls. Let's do 9. Yeah, that's a little better. Plus 3 bullets. Bullets in a what looks like to be a fridge. What do we have here? I don't want to progress any further than that. Again, I don't want to progress any further than that.
That's what you say.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
Okay. So I have to guess we have to look for the missing 2 pieces. At least I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2 pieces. Okay. You can go through the door, you know. Whoo! Found the butchery room. Rat poison. Forbidden knowledge. Vagabonds, a goat without horns. Wait, oh, are these supposed to be like collections or something? Or collectibles? Are non-essential items that you can find throughout the game. Completing sets will uncover forbidden knowledge and sometimes even more. Okay, so it's collectibles. Carry over game to game. Some sets can't even be completed without. Okay, so some sets can't even be completed unless you're playing a new game plus. Good to know. I don't think I'll be doing a new game plus unless I'm close to platinuming the game. That wasn't open when we came in here last. You think it's any good? There's a spoon right there. Should we try some? You know, any smart person would take that knife. It's a rat! Kill it! Cans. Cans of food. Let's see, we got... I'm assuming that's cabbage. And these are... beets. Those are... I'm assuming russet potatoes. And more cabbage, beets, and russet potatoes. Potatoes, 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 potatoes. Everybody eat potatoes. This bud's for you. Another collectible. The Crescent City collectible. Sorry, just checking my phone. Alright. Now we go up here. Creepy hallway. Ugh, horrible. No, you stop that. Damn door. Nope.
I need the key. I need the key. It's wedged shut. Looks important.
Yeah, any area that has a locked icon is guaranteed to be something of importance. A clue. Okay, orderly. Plaza. Piazza key? I don't know.
Nice.
More Jack Daniels. gonna be healed of all my problems in fucking no time.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra's upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Desetto, the old plantation building, was ready to fall, but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even be bothered with answering the door, Detective Comby figured they would just head inside and grab Jeremy. He just needed to open the front door for Emily first, so she could talk to her uncle.
So... okay. So we're heading in the right direction. That is usually not a good thing. Damn birds.
Need the key.
The Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming Eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the Eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter. Author seeks asylum. Rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. Derceto Hospital is an old plantation building on the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto, treatment does not come for free. Local author Cassandra Beauregard has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
And here I thought tariffs were bad. What do we have here? A rubber stamp. Lost Children set. Okay. Hello.
I need the key.
What do we got? I'm using my mind's eye. I can't see anything. Locked. Probably from the other side, too. Oh, a cutscene.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Oh, look!
Pardon
Finally,
me.
someone who decides
My
to
name
show
is
up.
Edward Garnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all
We
this,
rang the
but I'm
doorbell,
looking for my
bitch.
It's
Jeez,
urgent,
chill the fuck
and
out.
No one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood glue, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the
You're
corridor.
hiding.
It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam.
You're hiding something, and I don't like it when people hide shit from me.
All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can pick up any clues.
What is this, a cigarette box? Oh. Entering choice of sculpting.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity, staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? that triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep. How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boiler in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tarawaya? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way, that the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto were becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All would be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
These are the puzzles. 3, 5. I think this is 8. Okay. So those talisman plates that we were seeing in the boiler, that's part of it. Painted tile. Is there anything else?
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I like the music, very jazzy.
I would kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
What the shit?
Detective Conby couldn't believe his eyes. The French Quarter scene before him was dark and sinister. The only sign of life he could see from Jeremy's balcony was the light coming from a lone corner store. Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at Derceto was looking for him, and that Detective Conby and Emily should come back tomorrow. Hoping to wrap up this case before leaving, Conby hustled his way inside Jeremy's room, leaving the housekeeper flustered and running for Dr. Gray, the chief of Derceto. Having bought some time, this was the perfect opportunity to look for clues regarding Jeremy's disappearance.
That's cool. So they read that as narrative. Locked steamer trunk. I see a box. I found ammo. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Oh shit! What the hell are you?
Can't go that way.
Wow, I really can't.
What the hell is going on?
Click L to spray. Yeah, I kind of got that. Full on drink.
Don't let them get inside, Conby. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Jeremy did this. How?
Pact with the Dark Man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find it.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. You were thinking, man, compare.
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compadre. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Cool. Anything in there? No? Shit. Preserves reptile? Looks like a snake. Oh, I got the goat without horns. Can I talk to you, my guy?
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Anything I can do for... Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Baptiste, just tell my sister Lottie I'm alright if you see her.
Okay. The typical base melee weapon.
Nice.
Fuck! Okay, so melee weapons have a durability. That's not good. Oh, you look pleasant. Items can be thrown at enemies or used to distract them. Tab R2 to quickly throw item. Hold R2 to aim. Ooh, boy. Not even some items on the truck? Oh. Spoke too soon. Oh. Well, that's where we have to go, but I don't want to go there just yet.
I can't go that way.
There's got to be a way back there. Let's backtrack. Hmm. Yeet! Yep. Come on. Grab the bullets. What is that? Molotov. God, it's like Silent Hill. Are you coming this way? Yeah, you are. Come on. Fuck you, asshole. Hup! What's this? Juju! What do we get? The Crescent City, so we need one more. Yeah, I'm getting a Silent Hill vibe from this shit.
I recognize this place. It's Miss Jackson's seance parlor. Let's see if she's got any information on Jeremy's past.
He recognized this place. It was Miss Jackson's. He needed to find out about the talisman and get back to Derceto. Detective Comby hesitated to buy into the stranger's explanation, but it was all he had. Baptiste, this mountain of a man, seemed to suggest that this other world they had been pulled into was built from Jeremy's scattered memories. It sounded crazy to him, but Comby couldn't exactly deny the situation he found himself in. Baptiste believed Jeremy was able to move freely between worlds using a talisman he got from Miss Jackson, a voodoo witch doctor that made a good living from alleviating the rich from their ailments and their money. In hope to find Jeremy, or a way back to Derceto, Comby set out to investigate Miss Jackson's place.
What's this?
Talisman, like the one in the painting.
In between the doors. Talisman. An old talisman shaped over centuries. The engraving of the number looks to be less than 100 years old, but the base could be from antiquity. The polished black sunstone in the middle has a glass finish and occasionally gives the impression of hiding a picture within itself. Use a talisman to get back to Derceto.
I think it's meant for the talisman. It's showing something. A place? Where is that?
Hmm.
Huh.
Nope.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business.
And what business would that be?
Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, that's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Dorsetto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure. But he is crazy. And he's gone missing. Why?
Here. Try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay. What can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Huh. Already in chapter 2, that was quick.
Detective Carnby, how did you... Where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah. course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
I'm kind of curious to know where her story goes. When does she start seeing all of the creepy shit?
This talisman brought me back from the French court in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea.
Obsolete items have been archived.
While Detective Comby was grateful to be back at Derceto, he was eager to test his hypothesis. After having suffered through that sinister world, dressed as the French Quarter, Jeremy's writing could be read much more literally. What if Jeremy used his talisman to actually visit those places he mentioned in the book? Comby felt certain that this was the answer. He wouldn't find Jeremy hiding inside Derceto. He would be in one of those other worlds. And to follow in his steps, Comby would have to investigate the old clock and the boiler and find out what part they played.
If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
Huh, that's convenient.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. Got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is Derceto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at Derceto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course, Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
Okay. So we have the key to room number 6, which means we go to the second floor to find something. When it makes you worse.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from a writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June. Mr. Chardot suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her personal history?
Let's keep it short. Cassandra Beauregard is a beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. The incident left her a cripple and now relies heavily on her wheelchair.
And for diagnostic impressions?
Cassandra suffers chronic back pain following her suicide attempt. She self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted and the desired effect is now lost. The drug abuse clouds her mind, and she is unable to focus on real life. To save herself from this insight, she instead makes up stories to fill out the gaps in her own thought process, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome.
Oh, bravo, Doctor. How will you treat her?
First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction, and hopefully it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then look into permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally, deal with her suicidal thoughts.
Fantastic. With such a short time before June, I really hope she gets better soon.
We will do what we can.
March 15th, 1930. Huh. Certain events were kicking up around that time.
Grace Saunders, 11 years old. Reason for admission?
The mother insists on strict supervision by a proper private teachers and family friends. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the sole caregiver.
And diagnostic impressions?
Grace has trouble dealing with her
Is that
father's
Yuri
death.
Lowenthal?
She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered.
Any planned treatment?
Grace needs nothing out of the ordinary. She simply needs parental guidance. Eventually, we can work on her feelings toward her father.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll finish the paperwork and get her installed. Malcolm McCarthy, 54 years of age. Reason for admission?
McCarthy admitted himself to Dorsetto, stating simply that he needs some damn rest.
And personal history?
McCarthy claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge, but says he can't go into details because of some legal dispute. His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation.
Huh. And diagnostic impressions?
McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. He often tells half-truths due to some deep-seated inability to trust other people.
And how will you treat that?
McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust.
Thank you, Doctor. Elisabetta Perosi, 33 years old? What should I put down as reason for admission?
Well, Perosi broke into Dorsetto and was found wandering the grand parlor. She was confused and suffered partial amnesia. She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay.
Right. What do you make of her story?
Perosi claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago. A claim that seems contrafactual due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age. That would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Perosi's story is untrue. Deliberately so or not.
Diagnostic impressions? Do you have anything?
Perosi's story is peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. However, my staff's research has confirmed there was a Perosi at that time who was in her early 30s.
I suppose this case will take some time to investigate. How will you go about it?
I wanted to contact the real Perosi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night. September 29th, 1915, during a hurricane. I will have to take it slow and figure out what this spell of impersonation could have been.
Oh, I'm sure it will all clear up eventually. Thank you, Doctor. Ruth Talon, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Ruth's father wishes that his daughter be removed from New Orleans nightlife for the foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation.
Sounds simple enough. Personal history?
Ruth comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper, bordering on nymphomania.
And diagnostic impressions?
Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She is refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse.
And her treatment plan?
Simply staying at Dorsetto should do wonders for Ruth. If not, at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy, I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, but at least she might try to be more discreet in the future.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
So they have record of 6 patients. They're missing
There's no
one.
way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone.
That is kind of ominous. Why would they be missing a patient? And they're doing it deliberately too.
I need the key.
Let me through, bastard. Okay, I need to go to the 2nd floor.
It's stained. Looks like some kind of rot. This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the Commonplace book. Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken. I'm missing some pieces.
If it wasn't for the collection of peculiar statues, the old astronomical clock would draw every eye in the room. To Comby, it wasn't the intricate clockwork that stood out, but the odd-looking plate on the inside. It reminded him of the ritual bench in Miss Jackson's seance room, where he had manipulated the talisman to open a door back to Derceto. He wanted to try to replicate the procedure, but found that the inner part of the plate was broken. He would have to find the missing pieces and put the plate back together.
Okay.
I need the key.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
Sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about yay high.
Can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
I'm looking. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked. At a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Is he talking about the 11-year-old girl?
McCarthy reminded Detective Comby of an old barfly he used to know. He detested him. There was no getting around it. McCarthy was going to have a hard time getting on his good side.
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
family's here.
Okay. That was a bit, creeping a bit. Where are we? Banister's room? Nope, nothing in there. Ooh, is that a basketball? A fountain pen. Some type of comic books? Anything in the dresser? The wardrobe? Anything good? Nothing. Oh, come on, really? What door is this? The mezzanine? I'm supposed to be looking for room 6, right? Voila!
How eccentric.
This is the type of bed I want.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
What's all this?
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
And they got names.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a
There's got to be something with that rot puzzle.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. 1, 11, 10. Let's make a hard save file just in case.
The starting artist colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
I didn't like that sound. One more time. I see Pisces, I see Aries, I see Taurus, I see Leo, and I think Libra's on there. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm sure we'll be back in this room for that lock.
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They easily turned into numbers when needed, but also acted as signatures for the members, as there were only 12 of them.
Figure out the combination for the lock using information found in Perosi's room. It's a 3-digit combination. William Arges, Franklin Mossig, and Nora Keith. Okay. $294. Cross-reference the names of the Astarte artists to get numbers. Cross-reference the numbers with Perosi's journal to get symbols. This one was 2. Nine and 4. So going clockwise, Sagittarius is 1, Pisces is 2, Aries is 3, Taurus is 4. Is that it? Cancer is 5, Leo 6, Virgo's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Libra is 9. Okay.
Got it.
Hey, Az! Surprised you're still up at this hour. Book complete. Alright, so Yeah, I saw that it was available for the... what the... oh my god. Yeah, I saw... Stop! I'm trying to have a conversation with Friendo here. Oh no, how could you? Oh my god! Fucking door!
What happened? Everything's normal again?
Right. Anyway. Scared you, scared me. I'm the one playing. Find Dorsetto's boiler mentioned. Okay, I need to go to boiler room.
I need the key.
So, what are you eating? You think it's Resident Evil? I was thinking more along the lines of Silent Hill. Yeah, I can see that. Try the keys you got from the test. I take it you've played this already? Door opens up, that's creepy. Well then I guess you got a sneak peek of what to expect.
What are you doing in my kitchen? I told you. I promise you, Mr. Hartwood is nowhere near my kitchen, and neither should you be. Don't make me kick you out of this house.
Sorry.
Now get out.
Rude. What? I wanted what was being cooked, lady.
Zombie was in shock, but also a little embarrassed. The housekeeper was furious to find him searching through the kitchen and had run him out of the room. There was something strange going on with her, but it didn't feel connected to the case, so he decided to stay out of her way.
Ah, the boiler room. This was the boiler room. What is this? Clue.
I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it. She just chucked it into the little room with all the tools behind the boiler. I left it there. I didn't want to embarrass her by picking it up while she was looking. We went upstairs instead and played backgammon. I let her win, because she's so unhappy. The piece looked like the one on display in Cassandra's room. You know about that one already, right? Or is your eyesight really that fuzzy? I hope you don't feel bad about your glasses. You only look stupid when you squint. Maybe if you had more eyes, you would see these things. I wish you had all the eyes you needed. Your best and favorite guest, Grace.
You are adorable.
It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one that's broken and missing some pieces.
Okay, so repair the decorative plate on the... Oh, okay. I guess we should just do the clock. Yes, I did, and I am so looking forward to it. I'm really glad that they're going back to Raccoon City.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Bigelow, 1917. Derceto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Leras of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew, called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
Eerie. Yeah, so 9 actually does take place like long after the entire Resident Evil 2, 3, 4. What I found interesting was that they actually used a character that is a child from a spin-off game called Resident Evil Outbreak. Her mother is actually one of the characters you can play as. it's a double-barrel shotgun. Yeah, Alessa Ashford. You play as her in Resident Evil Outbreak. She's a reporter. And she's got her own set skill in the game. So Resident Evil Outbreak is you get to play as one of 8 characters, and it's an old PS2 game. I'd stream it if they actually brought it for the PlayStation Store, but that'll never happen. Jesus. Yeah, sadly. Where do I go? Let me out. Bolt cutters, yes, I'll take them. Now run! Yeah, Resident Evil Outbreak, like some of the other PS2 games, was one of those games where you can actually play multiplayer. It's like the early stages of online gameplay, but it was better to play as on a landline to do it with friends. Kind of like that movie Stay Alive. I'm not sure if you've heard of that movie. Where am I going? Still gotta make repairs. Stay Alive was a horror movie. A group of people get a game, they play online, and it's one of those movies where like if they died in the game, they die for real. Really good movie.
Got it.
But yeah, that was Resident Evil Outbreak. Hey, what do we have here? Water hose.
Hey.
Give me the axe. I want the hatchet. I'm sure you could look up some gameplay of Resident Evil Outbreak. There's a Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, which is basically like side story of the first Outbreak game. Yeah, I feel like Resident Evil 9 wouldn't really make much sense unless you actually played all the Resident Evil games. including the Outbreak series. My only question here is who is her father? And my speculation was that it had to have been one of the characters from Resident Evil Outbreak.
It's wedged shut.
Okay, so not up there. Where am I going?
Need the key.
Okie dokie. I'm going to step away real quick. Because later as I'm going to step away real quick because it's dinner time for the dogs. Oh, I most definitely will. And I'll hit you up again later. We'll have to figure out a time when we can actually game again. But I'll be right back. I gotta go feed the doggies. I'm back. God, these sculptings are giving me anxiety, like the fucking yin yang. I have a water hose. It's a tool. Oh, what do I need it for? There's a puzzle piece in the kitchen garden.
I'm not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle.
Bullshit. She could do the shit on her own. For that bitch. Oh, and then we fill up the hole. I'll fill up your hole. What? Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. You fucking twat! Broken plate. This either goes to the clock or it goes to the boiler. Pipe. Hatchet. I go for the weapon that has the blade! We'll check the boiler, then we'll check the, Nope. I guess we're doing the clock. So much backtracking. One of these days I'd actually like to do a live stream with the guys. When that happens, maybe we'll do Helldivers.
I think I've seen this somewhere. Something in the commonplace book about this. maybe it just stopped at a very precise place.
Find the talisman number hidden on the astronomical clock. Hmm? Six, 3, 4.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room.
Okay, then I guess that's where we gotta go. I don't like you.
As his pride faded, Detective Comby was left with a feeling of unease. He had successfully managed to enter a whole new world. How could this be? And why did he accept this so readily? One thing was clear. There were no answers to be found by standing around questioning reality, knowing only what he read in the commonplace book. Comby headed off to look for Jeremy in the hateful mound.
No! Let me back! Fuck you!
I made it. I entered another one of Jeremy's memories.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever, great. We'll progress on a little bit farther. Maybe if we get to chapter 3, we'll end the stream there. I wasn't planning on streaming too long today. I got responsibilities and shit. I really do want to get back into streaming though. I just don't know when I can do it. Seems like there's the only times I can do it is when I have the house to myself. And I don't get that a lot.
May 1923. Monday. All okay. Ready for delivery. Maintenance. Oil pump must be serviced. Any tampering causes large spills unless properly forestalled. Tuesday. Shipment delayed but delivered. Maintenance. Service bridge close to broken. Wednesday. Prospectors reluctantly agreed to show the burial mound to Mr. Hotwood, painter, who read about our finds in the papers. He means to return tomorrow and try to find a way inside. Thursday. Mr. Hotwood's efforts delayed. The workers seemed nervous about his presence. Hotwood promised not to return to the compound. Instead, he has taken up an offer by L'Officier, the riverboat captain. He means to pilot him to the site tomorrow morning. Hopefully, that's the end. Work can resume. Maintenance. Bridge from the oil tower to the bayou has collapsed. Sabotage suspected.
This is the devil that guides us now.
Okay. What can I find? Nothing but disappointment.
I need the key.
I thought that was a TV at first. Items can be thrown at... what? Items can be thrown at enemies or used to distract them. So, what? Is there an enemy nearby? What are we fighting against this time?
There's something missing.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that and just go on my way. Lockers. The jetty key. I'm full on drink. Give me the ammo. There. Fuck off. Jump. Do a flip. Yes, I know I can throw items at enemies or use them to distract. Really? There's a limit to how much ammo I can carry? This isn't a real survival horror game. There should be limitless health and ammo. What is this? Ah, it's a key item. Bridge lever. Okay.
Got it.
Oh, fuck! What's worse is that I knew it was there! Son of a bitch! All right. Nothing? Again, what can I find? Nothing but disappointment. Whoa! Can't forget about the hat. So, what was up there? Surely, dude, you can reach that. Climb up, maybe? I forgot. Video game logic doesn't coincide with common sense of the real world. Huh. I found nothing. I haven't even found any collectibles in a while. full on bullets. Ugh.
Looks pretty weak. I just need something to break it.
You may not see it, but I'm actually earning trophies left and right now. I don't know why. So we got some throwables, we got some weapons over here. I haven't seen any collectibles. Hey, buddy, you okay? Hey, what's this? Random music. Hello? I need a weapon. I'm gonna go back to that area and get... I'm gonna go back to that area and get a shovel. Because I can... Actually, there's another axe over here. I'll grab that instead. What am I gonna do for dinner today? I think I'll order another pizza. From a different spot. And then I'll put on a movie. Blarg! A carpet. Hey, gazing statuette. Beast of Burden. I'd say the music brings a calm atmosphere if I wasn't being attacked and trying to get killed by these things. I think they saw us.
There's gotta be a way to get to the other side.
Are these things blind?
If this pump would stop moving, maybe I could get across.
How do I get the pump to stop moving? Oh my god, guys, the floor is lava!
Alright. Now what?
Tough cloth.
Come on, Carly. You'd rather fall to your death than go up in flames.
Nah. I'd rather not.
the hateful mound Jeremy talked about in his book.
Don't come any closer. I'm armed.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm just a detective trying to find something called Tarawea.
You after Jeremy too? Why?
I'm working for his niece. She wants to make sure he's alright.
He might be unharmed, but far from all right. He's a curse upon Derceto.
Here we go again.
Quiet.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Christ in heaven.
All right, we're back here. Left holding the bag. Key item. What is it? Intended for painting, but is thin enough to slide through the crack of a door. Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts.
Reflections on the power of the verb in certain texts, by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine. Even the slightest movement of our hand is evidence of our soul in motion. Yet our free will is so easily overwhelmed by the dullness of everyday life. Our actions become rote and rigid, in spite of luxury and comfort. True divinity is found in the choice of leaving the stage where we all perform. People who discover this freedom unexpectedly will be struck by the terror of this revelation and become paralyzed, or worse, turn to suicide. However, if you are able to weather that storm, you will discover that there is a divine path beyond that fear. There is a chance to dismount your destiny and make something new. Something that hasn't been planned for or predestined. There is difficulty in explaining this type of acting as it transcends our everyday choices. This isn't some banal decision choosing one career over the other, or even who I should marry. Leaving the stage, no matter how, isn't a matter of course correction. It's a rejection of the story that the creator is telling.
Okay. Sitting room key.
It's wedged shut.
It worked.
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your instrument. Then operate the fine-tuners to adjust the distance between your lenses. This is easily done while looking through your eyepiece. Simply search for a position where your picture is clear and appears flat. When correctly tuned, your telescope should present a clear picture with magnificent magnification.
Cellar key. A dog collar? Hey. Lost children.
The lone and the lost walk a land of fear. When there is nothing you recognize, or no one to trust, you prepare for the worst. Something is coming, and you best be ready. Take the gun in the parlor. Give them hell.
The shotgun? Oh, yes. Yo, Stacy! Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby!
It was a bust. The oil rig and the hateful mound led him nowhere closer to finding Jeremy. Conby was sure he had struck gold when he found Jeremy's bag, but it was just a trap set by Lottie, another of DeSeto's orderlies. Things got out of hand real quick, but somehow Conby managed to find his way back to DeSeto none the wiser. At least it was one item off his list. Now he had to figure out what to do with the boiler.
Son of a... We just got back from this stupid world. What the shit? What? I know there was another door here somewhere. Wasn't there another room that had one of those little things? Ah, here it is.
It worked.
Detective Conby, how good of you to come. Let me pour you a drink.
What happened here? This place looks like it was hit by a bomb.
Welcome to the madhouse, Detective.
Thanks. Did the ceiling just collapse?
I heard it was something in the attic. Something that was supposed to happen, but didn't. How that could have such consequences is beyond me. The truth is, I don't know why the room looks like this. But I bet your friend Jeremy does.
You know where I could find him?
Oh, somewhere in his past, I suppose. He keeps going on about that mysterious dark man. I think he is hiding from him. Or maybe he's with him. I can't really keep up. I don't worry much. Take a look around this room. You may think it looks spectacularly devastated, but I just think it's finally found its stride.
Hey, what's up, dude? It's going. That's had some good jump scares so far.
The same goes for the nonsense with Jeremy. In my eyes, we finally managed to match the wild ride inside all of us.
Well, I'm happy you find the evening so harmonious. I hope you don't mind me setting things right. Jeremy's business, that is. This room looks beyond my capabilities.
Good luck, Detective. Hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, evening, miss.
I may or may not be looking forward to seeing you again anytime soon, too. Alright, what do we have here?
Seemed like a handful. Her talk about Jeremy and the Dark Man made it sound like she might know something of importance. But ultimately, it felt like a dead end.
Oh, she knows something. She's just playing hard to get. It's not what I wanted to do. Jeez, what is this, GTA? Beignet? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Finally, I unlocked the door! Okay, anything of particular use? I can talk with you again.
Can I get some more of that whiskey?
Go ahead, Detective. I don't think I can stomach any more anyway.
Am I bothering you?
On the contrary, Detective. I enjoy watching professionals at work.
I bet you do. Shotgun shells in the cabinet. Actually, I want to go back here. Did I miss something? I missed a door. And it's a shortcut. Where does it take me? Oh, it brings me here. Do I go up or do I go down? Let's start with up. Nope, I can't go there. Alright, we got 4 points of interest, 5 points of interest. I will gladly take the handgun ammo. What is this? A syringe. A Great Depression.
As the world moved into the new decade, America was spiraling into a maelstrom of debt, drought, and death. It was called the Great Depression, and ruined many families. It was a fitting name, for poverty also breeds madness through desperation. Jeremy was of course no such victim, for he already witnessed the darkness within. He knew the shadow that stood on his threshold very well. It wasn't new. It was something that had always been with him.
Medicine box.
More of that aggressive rot.
On the commonplace of evil, there lies virtue and stark irreverence, careless thoughts of luminous indifference. But blame not the beast we once were, which science so often wished to refer. Not the wicked full of sin, it is you who stand and grin. All our good intentions aside, whereupon we build our pride. Sunless solitude, follow not this corrupting light. Prophets of confidence always crashes out of sight. Hear me, for we all bear this mark. Thus we must remain alone in the dark.
How about no? I remember a medicine box somewhere, I just can't remember where exactly it was.
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone.
Okay, so that's still unusable.
I need the key. I need the key. There's something missing.
Looks like France is missing.
This must be that kid's room. Why does she seem so familiar?
Don't you worry, Grace. Go play your game, bleat and bellow with the others.
I won't be jealous. There will be more masquerades. However, I would love it if you would finish my mask for the feast. With love, Ruth.
Okay. You know, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't expecting a trip to the other world after that thing popped up and then being attacked.
What you got there? You drawing something?
Nothing special. I'm just bored.
Do I know you from somewhere?
I remember you, Mr. Conby.
From where?
Don't touch that. Cassandra wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it at all.
Do you know where she is?
I'd rather not talk about it. It makes me upset. Besides, she'll be back after the Feast of St. John.
You think?
Yup. It's all on the page, Mr. Conby. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, if that's okay. I don't like to stay too long in the same place. Mr. McCoffey might find me.
Hey. Is he mean to you?
Not everyone needs to be saved, Mr. Conby. You should know that by now.
Why did that girl look so familiar? Detective Conby just couldn't quite remember. His last few years were clouded by a drunken haze. A haze which now had turned almost opaque. Considering their shared past, Grace had every right to feel slighted, but it wasn't in her nature. She was amused.
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand, it needs to be administered by the orderlies for your safety. I've put the box in Lottie's room for now, and I'm sure she will find you as soon as possible. Mr. Waits.
Margrave liniment.
Huh.
It's a key item. Well, what are we gonna need it for?
Cassandra Beauregard ended up. For some reason, I thought she died years ago. It's another one of those strange padlocks.
Find the combination to the padlock.
There's more of that rod again. Like it's guiding me to do something. Or what?
I'm missing another
If
bottle.
I find the full set of bottles, then maybe I can make something out of the stains of rot.
The medicine bottles had stains of rot on the labels, suggesting some greater shape. They just needed to be put in the right order. But for what purpose?
Nothing of importance here. I need to get to the basement? It's probably not a good idea to even think about stepping that way.
It worked.
The fact that ominous music is playing as soon as I turned off the switch, I do not like that. That's why.
Jeremy?
Hey, wake your ass up. Been looking for you. the hell? Oh, barnacles.
Where's the body?
Beats the fuck out of me.
Conby didn't know what to make of the grotesque vision of the dead clerk. Was he dead, or was it all fiction?
I don't know, but we got a broken plate.
There's something missing.
Hmm. Okay, let me see. We go upstairs. The infirmary. Damn.
Need the key.
Are you sure? We could just jump down right here. You know, parkour. A brightness from afar. Vagabonds. Hmm. We are in the kitchen garden. Burb.
I don't think I have everything I need.
Well, we find the medicine box. We proceed. Repair the decorative plate in the boiler. Find the key to the medicine box. Oh, Lottie's room. Where is it? I believe we go back to Cassandra's room.
The rot made the shape of a snake. There must be something important to find here. Maybe it has something to do with the numbers on the labels.
Numbers and labels. Look for the numbers on the bottles. Look in Perosi's journal to convert your numbers to symbols for the lock. Two, 5, 1, 7. Two, 5, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's another piece of broken plate.
Okay, now we go back to the boiler. And as I said before, so much backtracking. So the sun is on the little bit towards the right side of the God, I hate that. Find the talisman numbers hidden on the boiler. 759? What?
I knew it. I knew it would work. You're getting good at this, Carnby. A little too good at this.
Yeah, a little too fucking good. What kind of creatures are we gonna have to go up against this time? Guess we'll have to find out in the next episode. The next time I stream. Whenever that is. Like I said, I'll try to stream as much as I can, if I can ever find time or get the house to myself. If you kept up with me this far and you've enjoyed what you've seen, please be sure to hit that like button and the bell on the side to be notified for any further streams or videos that I, post on my channel. Definitely means a lot. Helps me get out there. Definitely means a lot to me. If you want to remain updated for any further games that I have planned to play in the future, either with friends or solo, hit that sub button, and as I said earlier, hit the bell on the side, and I will see you guys next time in Alone in the Dark. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and if I don't stream tomorrow, I hope you guys have a fantastic start to your week. Until then, everybody, stay gold. Bang.